Okay, guys, I wanted to show you my setup. I moved my table in my shop. It was over on this wall here and away from the wall a few feet, but I found it too small to like squeeze in there. You can see it's a very large table. It's an old folding banquet table. You can see nothing fancy. I just have always had a large table. When I was an interior decorator, I made draperies and needed a long, large, high space. I have put it up on these bed risers, and I have like bar stool type chairs my brother gave me. They're full of junk. But anyway, I live in an old house, y'all know this, and my outlet, which I only have one on this wall. That's part of living in an old house. So I plugged in a short thing where I can stack these. Now, normally I have these two deep, and then I have one shorter one under here for things. Mostly Christmas. That's what I have too much of. But anyway, I plug this in, and then I plug a longer cord in and feed it through to the side here. So I have multiple 3-plug thing here, and then I can reach in and plug things up under here with little problem. This side it won't be as deep. So, but I did want to, for people of you who have outlet issues, and I do still have another open outlet that I can, run something up the wall. And you'll see in a minute some of the things I've done. Okay, guys, part 1 was the electricity. Now we're doing organization because I totally changed everything here, and just my shop's a complete mess. So we're just going back to a new organizational thing. Y'all have seen what I've done up there. I just moved it, and then I found this shutter in the basement. I have no idea what I was using it for. But anyway, I was like, oh, if I put that upside down, I can use those Dollar Tree hooks and hang my wreaths, at least the ones I'm working on, up off the table. Y'all have seen this. I just have little cups. They're all different kinds of clips, and wooden ones, metal ones, magnetic ones, peel and stick ones, You know what I mean? So that's the top of the shop table. Y'all see the Dollar Tree wood paper trays, baskets with my vinyl in it. That big square, I do have Dollar Tree bins in there to separate them, the little, cheapy plastic tall things. But I don't have enough. I need to get the short ones, another bin. They're a recent purchase. And I have, these are not Dollar Tree, they're just stacked. Then I have this was a computer shelf. And I just took it, turned it on its side, and put the taller stuff in there. Shorter stuff here. Under here, I took just bins. Now, don't use the Dollar Tree bins unless you want to reinforce it, which is fine, with, their styrofoam poster board and all that. That's fine. I'm just saying, generally speaking, I've got, my tabletop is, I don't know, fake wood of some kind. But anyway, I stapled these up. It's a real heavy-duty stapler. So, now in my case, it's very thin. So, now what I do always do is keep placemats, Dollar Tree placemats for where it may have come up through there. Or I use the chopping mats, the clear chopping mats, either one. Right now, I just have the regular mats up there. My chopping mats are being used on the table downstairs that I'm actually crafting on, and I just changed that out too. But anyway, good bins or Dollar Tree bins, reinforced. These are Dollar Tree risers. These are just the stuff I need handy, little bins. I don't even know. Some of them are Dollar Tree, some of them are not. These are kind of stand-up cases. I put them on their side, especially the square ones. The round ones want to roll around. Just my glasses, small glue sticks. You see this thing I put on a Lazy Susan. And that kind of holds all my tall stuff, you know, my glue sticks, and in the back there is my measure, rulers. And then inside, it's just the taller things that I really don't have a place to hang or something like that. And, so this is, 2 cubicles in the center. Now for me, it's very easy. Y'all can see I have a very heavy metal thing around it. Metal braces in the middle. This is just an old, large, me and my husband in the day used to throw big parties. We have a huge rec room downstairs. It used to be a two-car garage. So, anyway, it's a very large table, folding table. Again, I think I showed you, I put it on risers. Okay. So then I took, you've seen these. Dollar Tree even has these. They are closet hangers. And I think Dollar Tree even has ones that go over the door now, sort of flat on the back. But anyway, I've had this for years. I don't even know where it came from. Guys, I have to be honest. It's just a shelf. It came with some drawers. I think half of them were drawers. And, but anyway, so this is kind of stuff that I like using a lot, my bling. So, that's my Dollar Tree. Y'all know, I tell you guys all the time, bling it up. This is Dollar Tree bridal runners in the bridal section. This is obviously my bling peel and, vinyl. So, but anyway, and then we just have, again, more little shelves. Some are turned on their side for things that I have to grab easily. This is all my staple stuff here. It did also not only come with these drawers, it came with several little dividers you can use all different ways inside of them, which I will be using. I just don't have everything up here at the moment. Guess we'll go that way. And then I just did the same thing with this. I cut it in half. Because I'll be honest, even in my closet, it was too long, So I cut it in half. I did 4. Well, it's 8. But I did 4 here because this is the actual top that I stapled underneath. This is one of the shelves just winds up with this very, very thin sort of maybe parachute material. So I wanted to use the bottom of the shelf, which is reinforced a little bit there, and reinforced it some more myself with some board, poster board from, the foam board from Dollar Tree. But anyway, so that just has 3 shelves because I had to take away a shelf to do that and cover it and everything. And again, just up underneath and stapled. So now, if you're worried about that, I usually take these cubicles and reinforce them on the bottom, because they even though they're pretty sturdy, they're a little flexible. You see my little shelf in there from Dollar Tree. But you could also cover the top with just a piece of poster board, just cut it right. And, I was having a great deal of difficulty with my stapler, and when I use the small ones, it wasn't stapling anything. I used the medium. I have a tray full of different sizes, and I wound up having to use the largest size, which is just crazy to me. But I think it has more to do with the wood or it's not wood, it's fake, that it was going into. Then, I could hammer these in. I'm not, because they were the longest ones. So this is very thin. It went, through in multiple places. So there you go. It's just a nice little nifty little idea. And I will come back and show you some more. Okay. Up here, you guys can see I have Dollar Tree thing. I keep my smaller trays on that. The bigger, like the platters, whatever they are, chargers, it's not big enough for. But also, I wanted to show you this little project here. I take these and do a third, and a third. Now, a lot of my drawers are sectioned off this way, that with just them going up, and like shirts or whatever it is. I mean, a lot of my stuff I roll with the towels, and my blankets for my dogs and things like that. But this is something that's like, a top and a bottom. I didn't zip tie it together, which is what I usually do, because I'm not 100% sure I'm even using this on this table. Okay, guys, I wanted to show you some more. I stapled this bag. This has organizational things. It's my trash bag. I keep a nice big one because I decant everything from the Dollar Tree before I do videos and stuff. But it has mesh bags around. This is just an old beach bag, guys. It's just big enough for, I keep trash bags in it, as you can see. So every week that's why it's nice and big. Every week I just take it out and throw it in the trash. On this end, this is a Dollar Tree bag. I actually have several of these around here. But anyway, I just cut the straps because I wanted that to hang open. It has pocket on the outside. You could put pockets on it. And stapled that as well. That holds my little trash bin. And then obviously the pockets are handy to put tools or whatever in. And I did have some more ideas for under here. If you guys don't have something like this, like I said, I don't even know where I got it, but I do know Dollar Tree sells these. So it would work fine. Walmart, whatever. But anyway, shoe boxes. These are old photo boxes, which I have thousands of, and DVDs and stuff like that. But anyway, you could staple that. That's a nice consistency to staple, at least under my table. And I would argue, if you got a wood table and it's thick enough, just run screws in there, guys. This is ramen noodle box. I think they're 12 packs. But yeah, good idea for shallow. Same thing. These are shoe boxes with lids, which I love. Shoe boxes with lids. But this is a great idea. Staple it up in there. Then you can even cover it up. Cover it with your Dollar Tree peel and stick, your vinyl, all that stuff, and, decorate it up. I happen to have all white and turquoise. You see my turquoise bins under there that are from the other room. The other room is my shop. This is the craft room, sewing room. So I sort of go in and out of here with whatever I happen to be working on, and I try to just keep the stuff that I use the most. The other room is bins of, like, say, Halloween wood crafts, glass, candle holders, candle making stuff, things like that. I just grab my bins and go for whatever I'm working on, So, and by the way, guys, the month of October is that's going to be my videos, is organizing. I did all my Halloween stuff early, all of my fall stuff early, because I really need to DIY downstairs, my double doors in the front wall. It's been repaired for 3 years. I had trouble with my double doors, and I used to get water in there, under it and around it and everything. So the whole wall had to be replaced and the doors repaired. And then I finally put storm doors on my house after something like 35 years of living here. So, because I replaced the doors right away, and the old storms were horrible. So, but anyway, I couldn't put storms on it because of it was racked and water coming in. So all that repair has to be done to my tile, it's all been done, but it has to be painted and all that. And then I do my fall. I do spring cleaning in the fall as well, especially in that room. That room gets a lot of use. It's front door, back door, great place. That's where I keep the dogs, and I don't have messes and hair everywhere else in the house when I'm working. So anyway, but yeah, so all my videos are going to be organizational stuff, because I'm putting this room, I rearranged this whole room and configuring certain things. And, you know, the old shop, not only the position of the table wasn't, or craft room, I should say, wasn't working, but, you know, I've never done my walls and put up, you know, largely because of the fact that they're plaster, and I don't want to put any extra ones. This wall in here, it's like a texture, so command hooks, things like that really don't work well. And, you know, I've had to come up with, y'all saw me do the pegboard. Now you've seen these ideas. But where there are nails, I'm going to try to beautify them and use them to hang bags and things like that. You'll see over here I have, that's a Dollar Tree clear book bag hanging up there for stuff. But anyway, that's the kind of videos you're going to see. This is my craft table. I have another one downstairs in a much smaller scale. You'll see me do that. Then you'll see my sewing table and my shop. I'm not going to bore you with my painting and redoing the floor area and all that. So, and then I figure after Halloween is over and I take all of the rest of that stuff down, I'm ready to go for Christmas. So anyway, hope you like these ideas. Please like, subscribe, and share. Comment down below if you have ideas of your own you want to share. And I will see you on my next video.